Hi there, Maxime Luft here from Orchestral Tools, and today I'm really happy to show you one of the tracks I composed using Junkie XL Brass on a single laptop. So let's have a listen. So we have the tenor trombone, playing this kind of main motif at first. The lower brass part is composed of, you have the bass trombone as well as the tuba. And then they play kind of unisono. So a way of getting this kind of three-dimensional sound is, just like by playing with different microphone positions. So it still sounds kind of really, like for me, like pretty crystal clear. It's not something too distant, but if you take like just the tree, you have like much more from the direct sound. So it's really something else. It kind of also drives the composition in another way, I think. They do have like much more bite into that, but I wanted, just to feel the entire room. So if I lay, let's say, the close tree and kind of take the surround out of it. Just creating contrast by using the various microphone positions the library offers is a really good way to shape your own sound. To finish this little introduction, we have this little motif like going through all the different sections. Yeah, and just like for the transition, always using a bit of percussion helps kind of a bit. So as you can hear, the entire orchestra is kind of, except the brass, is playing a kind of really rhythmical type of layer, so that the brass kind of can play a few melodies on top of that. If you want to kind of surprise your listeners, sometimes it's really good just to kind of double or like even triple the voices you have, just to, suddenly instead of having like being used to these 6 players, suddenly you have like 12 and suddenly it becomes like 18. And the context of everything. Playing with the various dynamic layers from the brass is also a really good way to kind of get these contrasting parts, and going from the soft to the loud ones really makes the music kind of much more alive. So. Just in order to make these few chords, which are pretty basic, you have to kind of have something like on top, which makes it like really much more interesting. So I went like for some strings. So really basic arpeggios, basically a few woodwinds together, and with a bit of you know, metallic percussion on top. You know, these few timpanis as well. You know, just like keeping the air kind of moving, you know. At the end, the chords from the brass like seem much more majestic, I'd say. If I take away the horns and the trombones, which are playing, you know, this type of really majestic type of theme, you have these massive brassy chords. You know, they really help kind of supporting the theme, as you can hear. And from a C, you just see that the main kind of melody expands up and down. So you really get from this tiny kind of nice sounding chord to a really massive one. Yeah, so that's like basically it's how I compose this little action cue using Junkie XL Brass on my laptop. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Bye bye.